Okay, so quick review from yesterday, right? What we talked about yesterday was solving quadratic equations by factoring, right? So there's two kinds of problems you're going to do. Here's one of them. Okay, like this. Like what if I have x squared minus 3x minus 10?
I don't know.
Okay, now a is equal to 1, right?
Yes.
And so this is one where, what goes there and there?
X.
X. Okay, and I got to find two numbers that do what?
Add up 3 and
Okay.
find negative 10.
Okay, multiply to negative 10 and add to
Negative 3.
negative 3. What are they? Negative 5 and 2. So we're done.
I was way too smart.
Done, right? Now, if the problem had said solve instead of factor, what if it had said find all the zeros or solve that equation, one or the other?
You plug in the X.
Yeah, then the only extra step would be once I get it factored, I'd have to say, okay, so now I got it written as a product of factors. What's the x value that makes this factor 0? So x equals 5 or negative 2. Those would be my answers. Then just put a comma between them.
Parentheses? Or
Just comma, no parentheses. I just want the numbers. Okay, so one more, we'll get out of here. So how about this guy then? How about if we have yes. Okay, this is not good. What's going on? Why are people talking and what's the deal? Do you guys want to go to the lab, right? Okay, well, wait till we get to the lab, then you can collaborate on math. Okay, so what about this one? Factor completely. That looks hard. But it's not. What do we always try to do first?
Eliminate.
Greatest common factor. Can we undistribute something from all those terms, right? Okay, what's the biggest number that goes into all those numbers? 3. Okay, so I can undistribute a 3. Now, what else? So x squared, right? Because I want to strip away from each term the biggest power of x that I can, which means the power of x in the weakest term, right? So x squared. Does that make sense? So if I undistribute a 3x squared, what am I left with? So 3x squared times what is 3x to the 4th? Remembering our properties of exponents, right? X to the m times x to the n equals what?
X plus X.
Good, so when we multiply like bases, we add exponents. So I get x to the m plus n, right? So then what would be here? X squared, right? 3x squared times x squared is 3 times x to the 2 plus 2, 3x to the 4, right? Okay, plus 3x squared times what is 6x cubed?
2x.
So 2x to the 1, just 2x, right? And then 3x squared times what is negative 45x squared?
15.
Okay, so negative 15? Good. Okay, you got it. You guys are doing great at this. Wow. Okay, so then, so that's good. We got it broken into 2 pieces, but now the question is, Ness, put that away. You got to get this. This is tough. Put that in your pocket. Now this guy's done. I know he's done because it's just one term. The factor only has one term in it, so it's done, right? That's my greatest common factor. But what about the blue factor? Can the blue factor be broken apart? Okay, maybe it can, because if it can, it would look like this, right? So we have maybe not, but if it can, it's like this. Okay, and I know that I would have just an x and an x, right? Because first times first is x squared. What do my magic numbers have to multiply to?
Negative 15.
and add to,
0.
so what would they be? 5 and negative 3. Right? So that's completely factored. Okay. Now, if this were a find all the zeros kind of a problem, if we were setting the original equation equal to 0 and solving, then now I'm going to get not just 2 zeros, but an extra one, right? So I'm going to get either x equals 3 or
Negative 5.
x equals negative 5, or what's the x value that makes 3x squared equal to 0? Well, let's set it equal to 0 and solve. 3x squared equals 0. So I divide by 3 and get x squared equals 0. Square root, what's the square root of 0? 0. Right? Okay, in fact, it's always going to be that way. If I have just a, say it again?
So there would be.
There would be 3 answers in this case, yeah. So now, if I ever have just an x squared term or an x term or something out in front like that that has a variable, it always means 0 is the, x equals 0 is the solution that goes with that, the 0 that goes with it, right? It makes